Okay, it's week 19. We were not in school yesterday because of Martin Luther King Jr.'s Day. Um, there's not a lot to talk about this week, so I'm going to talk about a few things that we have available that I would like to point out that your students can be using. One of them I'm just really making available, but the other has been available. So let's go. The first resource I want to talk to you about today is Tutor.com. I have started to do press more for Tutor.com's use. It is a tremendous resource that is available to you and your students almost all the time. Almost all the time. It is available to you guys only through Clever. The students must go through Clever to access Tutor.com. You cannot just go to www.tutor.com. It does not work like that. It's almost like when we go to iReady, and sometimes you go to iReady and it like asks you what state you're from or something like that, or like Think Central. You have to go to Fresno Unified's Tutor.com page, which the only way you can get there is through Clever. So be sure to go to Clever to get to access Tutor.com. Now, the interesting thing about Tutor.com is it is not available during the day, and they did this intentionally so that students are not using this during class time. It is only available after 2 o'clock. Now, that might change now that they know that our schedule ends at 1:15, but I don't know, maybe they have that at 2 o'clock because other parts of school go past to 1:15. I don't know. I'll look into that. But for right now, it doesn't start until 2 o'clock. But it lasts the whole rest of the evening into the wee hours of the morning until the next morning, until school starts again. So, I mean, it is available at any time after that when you need it. And on the weekends, it is available for the entire day. To access Tutor.com, you go through Clever, you set up an account if you don't already have one, and then you set up a session. It's almost like if you were going to set up a doctor's appointment online saying, this is what I need help with. They will get back to you. Oftentimes, they will get back to you within minutes, like less than a minute or just a few minutes. I've encouraged the students to type in the chat or whatever it is. They'll ask you, what do you need help with? Just type in whatever says on the top of the lesson that they're working on. Like on the top of the page, it will say like transforming units or multiplying double digit numbers. Just type that in and say, that's what I need help with. And there you go. Take advantage of it. I'm going to briefly show you a handout on Tutor.com. So here is the flyer on how it works about Tutor.com. And I'm going to post this to our Teams channel. So it says get started, go to Clever, create your account, click on get a tutor now. This is what you will see here. What do you need help with? Math, enter your question. That's where you would type what you need. That you can see here that you would communicate with them. There you have an option to share a file. So if we were working on something, you can upload that to them. They have special tools apparently. You will rate and review your session. You can drop off something for them to work with. You can get an explanation later. You can go back to it. They have tests for you to review what you were working on. And you can go back and look at or review the session that you attended. You can even go back and request tutors that you had before, like my favorite tutor, or go back and see things that you've worked on in the past. So I really encourage you to check this out, tutor.com, but it is only available through Clever. The other thing that I would like to introduce is our class Dojo team or page. I don't even know what it is. I'm still trying to get my feet wet on it, but it is something that I'm excited about using. I have posted a link to join it on Teams. This is something we can use to see the kids' participation in real time. I will give the kids points for participating in class, and you can then turn and see how they are participating. Are they doing the following things that I've included a picture of here? Are they answering questions correctly? Have they been participating in breakout rooms? Do they turn their cameras on? The answer to that is almost for everybody no. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether they're nervous or whether they just want to be like everybody else. I've encouraged students, by the way, to turn their cameras on. We're over that part. Going above and beyond, that is just when somebody does something amazing that is really more than they needed to do. They get 5 points for that. Just saying good morning in the morning when it's time to say good morning. Logging into Nearpod, just doing their job and doing what they're supposed to be doing. Flat out participating, they can get a point for. And responding when I call on them, when it is time to call on them, when they have been chosen by the wheel, they get a point for that. And so you can just log in and see how many points they've accumulated. So if they have a whole bunch of points, they are doing a good job. If they don't have any points, if they barely have points at all, 1, 2, 3, 5, they're not really participating. And then that will correlate to their grade that they're going to be getting later on. So this is a way that you and them can see whether or not they're participating in class. Okay? Don't forget, you can always ask me, chat me, text me, call me. Hey, Mr. Fuchs, how are they doing in class? All right, and finally, if you did not get a chance to pick up your items that I passed out in January, whether those were the math books or some of the items that I got from Donors Choose, either this time or last time, because I still got a bunch of the headsets if you didn't get those. Please send me a message request saying, hey, Mr. Fuchs, I still need to get some of the stuff. Please send me a message request, and we need to coordinate a time where you can come and pick up those items. The best time for me is after school. It would have to be sometime between most likely 1:30 and 3:30. And as long as we can work something out, I will be able to bring those items up to the front, meet you, and then just get them delivered to you real quickly, and we can still get that taken care of. I just need to know when you will come, and we can meet up in the front, and I can bring those to you. All right. Other than that, let's have a great week, and we'll get it done. I almost forgot. I passed out the report cards last week. They're in your students' chat. I will get those sent out to you in email and your text as well.